Good afternoon. We're in the garage this early afternoon. It's just afternoon. And then we're going to build some new chicken feeders because the lambs keep eating the chicken food. So I ordered some kits off of Amazon. Flip the camera around and show you that, and then we'll put one together and we'll go from there. So I ordered 2 of these chicken feeder kits off of Amazon. It comes with these little things that go in the bucket. You can use round or square buckets. We're going to use square buckets today, like 3-gallon square buckets, because we have a ton of them. They come with some gaskets and the hole saw you need to put the holes in the bucket. So the first thing you're going to want to do is lay out where you want to put this in the bucket. I'm thinking about the center is going to want to be up about 3 inches. So we're going to only, it comes with 4, so you can do all 4 sides. We're only going to put 3 on because we're actually going to screw this to the post of the fence. So you get 3 sides, we're going to do 2 of them. And then I'll make one with just 2 holes for something else later. So let me get all these marked out and then we'll drill some holes. These buckets are about 8.5 inches wide, so I'm going 4 1/4 and then up 3. Connect your dots, and that's where the hole is going to be. All right, we got our buckets marked on 3 sides of the 2 buckets. We got the hole saw chucked up in the drill. You only need a 3/8 chuck drill to do this, so most household drills will work no problem. We're going to drill some holes. Springs on here to help the plug get pushed back out once you go through the bucket. I've actually never used one with a spring on it before, so we'll see how that works. Let's drill some holes. You're just going to line the tip of your bit up on your little crosshairs there. You're going to plunge the bit through first. Just be careful not to put too much pressure in because this might grab. I've known in the past drilling plastic, sometimes it's actually better to run the bit in reverse. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, it worked really good. So the plug came right out, spring did its job, didn't catch or anything. We'll finish drilling the holes, then we'll put the little feed cups in there. All right, we have our holes drilled in our buckets. And make sure you get all the plastic out of there. You don't want your chickens eating plastic. You can use a file or something if you want to really clean these holes up. I don't think it's that crucial, but I got a bag of gaskets it comes with. I'm assuming the gasket's going to go on the inside. That's how I would do it, because that's the flat surface. Make sure that's all the way on there. So this is where the chicken sticks its head in. It can go down and get the feed out of the bottom. In there. Put the nut back on. Make sure it's kind of flat. Hand tight. That should be it. We'll do that 5 more times and our 2 bucket feeders will be done. So that was super easy. I really like these kits. I'll put a link in the description below of which ones I bought. But it literally took me probably 6 minutes to assemble everything, drill the holes and everything. I bet you it took Colby longer to clean the buckets out, to be honest with you. So we're going to fill these with feed, and hopefully the chickens like them. If the chickens like them, then I might buy one more kit and build a bigger one for our other group of chickens, because I got the 2 left over. So let's get these hung on the fence and filled up with some feed. All right, we're just going to screw these, I don't know, about 10 inches off the ground onto these fence posts. One here, and I think I put one here and one over here. And we'll fill them with feed, and hopefully the chickens like them. All right, chickens, here we go.
I think they're excited.
That's probably good.
Okay.
Want to do the other one?
Yep. Now we just gotta watch them try to figure it out. They see the feed.
All right, I'll put the lids on and hopefully they'll figure it out.
Maybe I'll have to show them a little bit.
Hopefully it keeps the sheep from getting in there.
Come on.
Come on, chickens.
It's in here. Come on, you can do it. Come on, chick, 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 chick. Here, look. Look, it's here.
Just leave it kind of sitting on the edge so they can stick their head in there.
Yeah, well, there's no edge really to, well, there's
Yeah, there
kind
is.
of an edge. I think they'll see it. Just want to get them close so they see inside of there.
So this is the very first chicken coop I built. Little gambrel roof, little roosting bar, a couple nest boxes in the back that are currently being used. They're starting to get kind of dirty. I used 1/2x1 welded wire in the bottom of this one. Knowing what I know now, I would have went with 1x1. Their poops get much bigger as they get older. 1x1 probably still isn't big enough for it all to fall through, but it'll help a lot. It's still, a lot of it still makes it through. It's just one of them things, you gotta clean your coop every once in a while, I guess. And this is only actually the second time I'm gonna pressure wash this out this summer. So we're gonna take a quick hiatus here and let this lady finish doing what she's doing, and then I'll show you some more features of this coop. All right, 2 hours later, the Australorp finally laid her egg. So we're gonna pull these eggs out of here. I'm gonna go set these aside, and then I'll show you some features of the coop. All right, so I have external nest box so we can get the eggs. I'll have to walk into a coop. This coop is mobile. I got a set of wheelbarrow handles. I screwed it aside. You pick it up, just move it like a wheelbarrow. The nest box is detachable. It's on a French cleat system. So I can clean the nest boxes and clean the coop really easy without doing much. And also, we have the welded wire in the bottom. Well, that's not really the best for them in the winter time. So I have a tray that slides right in there for a deep bedding system. So we do that in the winter time. We only have to, after the initial straw and wood chip that we put in, we only have to change it about twice for the 7 months that it's in there. So it's not too bad. Just layer it up a couple times. We'll throw some extra wood chips and straw in there in between, and it works really good. So a chore for today is I'm power wash inside of this out, put some new straw in the nest box, freshen it up. I might do it one more time real quick right before I put the tray back in here with the deep bedding, so it's real nice for them for the winter. Also, underneath the little overhang here, in between the rafters, I do have, there's ventilation in there, so it flows, and we got a little porthole window here, so we got plenty of ventilation for the summer. I do kind of opposite corners. I'll plug up the overhang vents with straw in the wintertime just to cut down on the draft a little bit. But those are some of the features of this coop. I'll give you a little twirl around it, and I'm gonna power wash, and we'll put it back together. So I got these 26-inch hard tires off of Amazon, I don't know, a few years ago for like 60 bucks for the pair. Got a little side door. Sometimes in the winter, if it's really windy, we'll just open the side door for them. That way they don't have as much of a draft and whatnot, or if this doesn't fill up with snow for them. Little ramp folds down in the front. This latch isn't working so good right now. Everything's a little warped from the weather, the humidity, and when I built everything a little too tight when I made it. Now I know better. So that's that for this coop. Let me get it cleaned up and we'll show you the other coop. All right, easy peasy. Took me about a minute and a half. Rinsed her out real good. It's not perfect, which I really don't care if it's perfect or not. It's just, it's not disgusting. So, all right, I'm just gonna throw the nest box back on real quick. Add a little bit of extra straw to this. This is actually pretty clean. I'm just gonna add a little more cushion in there for them, and we'll move on to the bigger coop. Goes on real easy. Got a little hook here so the door will stay open. Grab some little bit of straw and throw it in there. Show you what that looks like. Just a little bit extra straw in there for them, and they'll make it however they want it. Let's go check out the other coop. So this is our newer coop. It's 4x8. There's 4 nest boxes. There's 24 feet of roosting bar in here. We have 28 chickens in here now. 9 of them ended up being, I believe at least 9 of them ended up being roosters. We're gonna rehome a few of those. We're gonna keep a couple. We're gonna try to find some people for 4-H projects or something like that that might be interested in them. We got the 4 nest boxes. There's gonna be another door there. I haven't finished that yet, and I have not finished making the sliding windows yet. But that'll happen next week or so. So we can damper off some of the breed draft for the winter, but still have plenty of ventilation. Let me bring you in for a close-up. So nest boxes are very similar to the other one. They're also on a French cleat. There's 3 8-foot roosting bars. Go all the way across and all the way up. This one's got the 1x1 welded wire. It's a little bit nicer. It's still pretty dirty right now, but all our chickens free range, they're only in here at night to sleep, or when they're gonna start laying here probably in the next couple months, so they'll be in here to do that business. But I don't think I'm actually gonna wash this one out today. I'll wait a couple weeks to do that. But it works really good. So it's kind of a little bit different design than the other one. It's got a shed style roof, and it's a little unique because also this side comes off, and if I want to mate an identical coop to it, eventually I can have one big coop or take it apart so it'll still fit through most gates. The wheels that are on it now are temporary. I haven't welded up the axles for it yet. I have the material, just haven't got around to it. It's actually going to end up being like a hay wagon. So you won't have to pick it up. We have the wheelbarrow handles off the other coop on it right now, and it's a little bit of a bear to move around. But I think if I have all the tires and everything and the metal, I just got to assemble it. Hopefully get that done in a few weeks here. Lots of little projects going on. So this is their normal chicken run, and we're actually going to be closing them out of here probably this weekend. We're going to replant all this. We got a nice pasture grass mix and some crimson and red clover that's going to go in there because they mowed her down pretty good already. So they'll be on this grass for the next few months, and they should be real happy with that. Hey, stop tearing up the straw. That's for your nest boxes, ladies and gentlemen. So they'll be going in here shortly when this starts growing real good, and then we'll replant out here. We'll probably run one batch of meat chickens in this section, and then it'll open back up to the layers after that. I'm gonna put some straw in their nest box before they tear it all up all over the lawn. And that'll be it for this video. That'll be good for this one. I'm gonna do the same to the other one. You guys have a good evening. Thanks for watching.
And look who came to get some breakfast. Hi. How you doing, bud? Yeah. Yeah, come here, honey.